But I said a lot there, but I just want to start bringing 2023 to a close here. And we are going to be talking a little bit about the performance review that is a single data point in time that indicates what your value is. But I say nay to that because there's so much more and so much more in your control. So, this is going to be just a little bit more of a pep talk today, not so much a framework, but I want to impart some thoughts with you as you think about the year end close and what does the future look like for you. And so just know that while it might feel that your fate has been sealed and anticlimactic as you bring yourself to the end of the year and hoping that you can achieve something fantastic in the new year, whether it is a new role, a promotion, more pay, or a new project. But you have to stop hoping and start owning your future. I want you to reflect on your value and what you have brought to the organization. And can you use that data of past performance and the value you bring to predict future performance? Again, don't get stuck in the past, but be able to use that incredibly important value that you have provided in the past, and what can you do to bring it forward? And I want you to think about, can you see your future potential? Can you see it? Can you tell stories to show how past data and performance is a predictor of future performance? Sometimes people have a hard time articulating their ability to be in a new role. But when you bring forward all of that value, that change, those improvements, and say, I've done it before and I can do it again, you can own the future, the 2024, as long as you can articulate it. Do you know? I'm going to ask you some more questions here. So take some notes here or just sit back and reflect a little bit. Do you have the words or phrases to use to project your value? And again, the word value is really, really important because it's what people pay for. It is that ROI, that return on investment. Be able to articulate your value, not just the dollars and cents or how many hours or percent improvements that you've been able to make. And then I'm going to ask you another set of questions. And let's ask yourself these questions about the future. Again, I'm pulling you forward into the future because even if you've had a good performance review, that is done, that is sealed. We are moving forward. Can you see the future? I mean it. Can you really see it? Can you see yourself in a new role or project? Can you see yourself at the next level? This is really important because if you can't see it, it's not going to happen. So let's try this again. Try to envision yourself in your next role. Whew. Do you know what that feels like? Have you in the past achieved a new role and known what it's feel like and how to be able to articulate your value? Or once you receive that opportunity, can you envision yourself in that new role and know what it feels like? Can you feel your confidence in that new role and what skills you will need? I hope so. And that's the first step. If you have all the skills that you need, yes, you should be able to see the future. But if you're not, I am sure you are resourceful enough to be able to close the gaps on any skills or be able to articulate the support you need from your leadership to remove the barriers so that they can realize your value. Now, this is really important. I've asked you a lot of questions about the present and future because the best way to get to the future that you desire is to be pulled forward versus pushing. And I have spoken to a lot of you that have pushed and banged their head against a wall and said, I have made it to that last round of interviews and I didn't get the job. But I wonder if you can actually see yourself in that role. If you had any doubt, if you lacked the confidence, if you couldn't quite see yourself there, even though maybe you didn't have all the skills, it may be you is the reason that you didn't get that role. You have to take that personal accountability because if you can't see it, you can't speak like you're already in that role. When you can see the future, you and articulate the future and what it looks like and what it feels like, you will get pulled into opportunities. I promise you that. But again, if you can't see it and you can't articulate, it ain't going to happen.